But yeah, hello everyone. Today we are going to be finishing off Turn About Revolution. We're going to be finishing what it looks like. We have one more cross-examination. And oh my god, I forgot I had my YouTube Chrome source turned up because I had turned it on because I was editing yesterday. I was editing a video yesterday, which hopefully I should get out. I want to try and get it out. Well, I want to finish editing it next week, and then I want to have it scheduled out for like the end of October, start of November. Because it does have some Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2 spoilers. Not major spoilers, just like a teensy little spoiler. So yeah. Anyways, we have a cross-examination. And we have, from what it looks like, we have a cross-examination. We have another, what's it called? Seance. We have another seance. And we have one of those little revisualize things. So yeah, not too long. So yeah. A video essay of the week is How Garage Was Saved from Becoming Lost Media by Tango Mushi. I love Tango Mushi's video essays. And when I was watching that video, I saw another video recommended on the side. For fuck's sake, I saw another video recommended on the side about this game, about Garage, and turns out I'd already watched it. I just didn't remember watching it. So that was a new experience. But yeah, I do have some snacks. I have some chocolate peanuts that my grandma got me from Tesco, some Reese's, and I had some Reese's Pieces, and some Kinder Buenos as well. I was only gonna get one Kinder Bueno because I got a pack at 8 here. I was only gonna get one, but for some reason, when I was looking at the labels, it looked like the one Kinder Bueno was the same price as the pack of 8, and I was like, might as well get the pack of 8. I also have some J2Os and my normal drink here in case I run out of my J2Os. Run out of my normal J2Os during this stream. So yeah. Anyways, is it the gameplay set? No, I don't think the gameplay is set. No, the gameplay is set to apologize this. Yeah, I was gonna say that it's not set to apologize this, but it is, and I feel like my webcam is just gonna keep turning off and on and off again today. So yeah, let's load up Turn About Revolution. Yeah, we have a little bit of it left. of it to go. Okay, we're back in the. Can I be bothered with this webcam? No, I cannot. It's just not turning back on, so I'm not gonna go webcamless. I cannot be bothered to sort it out, so I'm going webcamless. It was being weird before stream, so I'm going webcamless for the rest of the stream. So yeah. Okay, we're back in the accused lobby. We're lucky the ambulance made it in time, but we've been forced into a recess for now while things get straightened out. I do not remember why we needed an ambulance. I can't believe what just happened. Tell me about it. Do you think someone put that guard up to it? Oh wait, Amara was shot, wasn't she? Now it's coming back to me. Amara was shot. If she did, she's going to regret it. No one gets away with something like that on my watch. Mayfair. Poor Queen Amara. Your benevolence, any news on her condition? She's undergoing surgery at the hospital as we speak. They're giving her a 50-50 chance of survival though. That Khura'in! Justice will be served. Why? Why did this happen? Oh, just as we were finally reunited. Oh, Queen Amara. What was that about being reunited? Oh, it's nothing. Right. How are you, Hornhead? Dirk said Marty was your father and all, but blood after all. Thank you for your concern, your benevolence. But I'm fine. Right now, we still have a trial to see through. So that's what I'm going to stay focused on. Hornhead. You are sturdier than your stature lets on. Just don't overdo it, okay, Apollo? Oh no, Dirk. That's a real shocker, alright. Can't believe the dragon is dead. Darts. I feel bad for Darts now. Darts is such like a lovable character as well. Like, he gives me similar vibes to how Larry was. Like in like the first turnabout. Like similar vibes. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but like him and Larry give me similar vibes. Say AJ, I was wondering, when Dirk disappeared after I freed him, that's because Amara turned back into herself, right? Yeah, I suppose so, but I don't know if it was because Dirk's spirit willed it, or if it was part of Garana or Amara's plan. What, that's mine. Our dream of revolution. Now, what are we gonna do? Is this it? Well, no. You and Belly can probably lead it, cause, like, just like how you and Belly kind of led the like riot, the protest earlier in this case. Don't give up yet. This is a very good chance that Garan is the real culprit. Yes, and if we can prove her guilt in court, hey, you're right. That could be just the push we need. The dream lives on. Ooh, ooh. Let's go. Yeah, it does. You know what that means, AJ? The fate of the revolution rests squarely on your shoulders. All in a day's work. Who am I kidding? That's a ton of pressure. But this is what Dirk gave his life for, so I have to do this for him. The Honourable Rebel Dirk Sanmade. I would have loved to have spoken with him while he yet lived. Really? Why not? I mean, he seemed like quite an interesting man. Did she bump her head or something earlier? Yeah, she's just another full 180. The trial is about to resume. The defense is to report to the courtroom at once. Okay. Already? After what just happened? The first thing Garan will do is respond to that last accusation. So you'd better stay on your toes, Apollo. I will, Mr. Right. Ready or not, Garan, here comes justice. Hello, nature guy. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, we're back in court against just Garan. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was Amara that was shot. Where's? Oh wait, Nayuta is probably with Amara because Amara's his mum. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good today. Now then, let us resume today's proceedings. Huh? Garan? What? No, where's Nayuta? I must offer my apologies. I never imagined a royal guardsman would do such a thing. What? He wasn't acting up under your orders? How dare you cast such suspicions upon her eminence? It is quite alright, your majesty. Suspicion is only natural under such circumstances. But rest assured that he acted alone, for I knew nothing of his plans. I don't believe that for a second. Now then, your majesty, regarding the murder of my husband, Minister Inger, I would like to offer a new possibility. A new possibility, you say? Indeed, for during the break, the real killer confessed to me. What? Bailiff, call the witness to the stand. The real... Garan is a prosecutor? Yeah, she is. She, well, I think in the world, in like the Ace Attorney world, at least in Khura'in, I think Queens of Khura'in have to be like somewhat involved with legal proceedings. Like, I think they have to be Minister of Justice. or like at least it's a trend for like the queens to be the Minister of Justice and then Queen. And Khura'in went from, and I think in Khura'in's case, she went from prosecutor to Minister of Justice to then Queen, and now she's a prosecutor again. The real killer confessed what she's got up her sleeve, and what she got up her sleeve this time. But the victim was the minister. Yeah, so the minister was, well, the current minister was her husband, and Khura'in was minister before him. But it is a little weird actually that she's prosecuting the trial where the victim was her husband, and where it's also weird that Nayuta is also prosecuting alongside her, when the suspect, our defendant, is Nayuta's dad. That's a little bit weird, a bit strange. No face cam today. Well, I tried to have it on at the very start of stream, just after I came off the start Zoom screen, but it started acting up. So I was just like, it started acting up and turning on and off by itself. So I was just like, I can't be bothered to deal with that today. So yeah, I unplugged it. I have a really bad feeling about this. So do I. Is this who I think it is? It's fucking Nayuta. What is he doing? He confessed to the killer, to killing Inga. He's the one who confessed. And after he was the prosecutor, one of the prosecutors for this trial. Why would you try and prosecute your own father for murder you know he didn't commit and you committed, Nayuta? Like, that seems very much out of Nayuta's character. Like, Manfred Van Karma, very much in his character to murder someone. He murdered Robert Hammond, if you guys don't remember. But he didn't murder Robert Hammond. Actually, that was someone else. I think that was Yanni Yogi. I don't remember. But Manfred Van Karma killed Gregory Edgeworth, not Yanni Yogi, not Robert Hammond. That's very much in Manfred's character, but not. I wouldn't say that's in Nayuta's character to prosecute someone for a murder you know you committed. So something strange is going on. Prosecutor said, Mari, you're the real killer? I questioned him during the recess as I felt that Amara had been covering for someone. So it was that he finally confessed his crime to me. Khura'in, I feel like Khura'in manipulated Nayuta in some way. I feel like she definitely has been manipulating Nayuta in some way over the course of Spirit of Justice. Somehow, she definitely is. I feel like she has. But, come on. Nayuta, you didn't really do it, did you? Nayuta, her eminence speaks the truth. It was I who killed Justice Minister Inga. Nayuta! There was no... I don't believe that for a second. There's something going on between... Khura'in is like definitely manipulating Nayuta. I don't believe that for a second. Peace. Prosecutor Tanmade, are you absolutely certain about this? A confession of this nature is grave indeed. Yeah, I am certain, for I killed him by my own hand. At last, the real killer has been revealed. How are we supposed to respond to this? Nayuta, retract your confession now. Mr. Justice, it's not yet time for your cross-examination. Who cares about that? Admit it. It was Queen Khura'in who put you up to this. She forced you into giving a confession, didn't she? You are out of line, Mr. Justice. Learn some self-restraint. But do you have something that might prove that I did not commit this murder? That is... No. What do you think you're doing, you idiot? Truly, the truth can set us free. Looks like Khura'in got to him somehow. I definitely didn't see this coming. Naruto, why are you doing this? Why would you sacrifice even your life to do Khura'in's bidding? Whatever the case may be. Prosecutor Sanmade, your testimony, please. There's no way Naruto did it. There's no way. There's no way Naruto did it. I cannot remain silent while Her Eminence fell under suspicion for this crime. So he's protecting Khura'in. I feel like that's his whole motivation. It was I who murdered Justice Minister Inga. He had to die for the future of Khura'in. I consider it divine judgment cast upon a fiend who sought to assassinate our monarch. My mother was simply covering for me. I am ashamed I let her go so far for my sake. You do understand what you're doing, right, Naruto? You're sentencing yourself to death if you're found guilty. If that is the court's verdict, then so be it. I must obey the law above all else. The law, Naruto, or the queen? Enough. This palaver has nothing to do with the witness's testimony. Please address any issues you may have during the cross-examination defense. Oh, I will. I'm going to blow his problematic testimony to smithereens. Okay, is it cross-examination time? Yes, cross-examination time. Okay. 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 Let's see.
Hold it!
So you killed Minister Inga and Queen Amara staged the crime? Is that how it went? Precisely. My mother is as clever as she is kind. She sought to conceal my crime by taking all of the guilt upon herself. Yeah, I never lie. I need to poke a hole in his testimony, but how? Naruto, could it be you didn't know Naina's real identity? You didn't realize that Naina was actually Queen Amara, your own mother? That is not as strange as you might think. Much time had passed since we last met after all. Right, 23 years ago, was it? When Dirk saved her after the supposed assassination attempt. No, Mr. Justice. It was 15 years ago that Dirk abducted my mother. Huh? That's weird. Are you sure about that? I remember it clearly. I was around 10 years old at the time. But we have this photo from 23 years ago with baby Naruto. Unless, like, Naruto is a secret sibling we don't know about, but still. Naruto, please add that last statement to your testimony. "15 years ago." Okay. But we have this.
Objection!
You're saying that Dirk made off with Queen Amara 15 years ago. But that's strange, because I heard something very different from Dirk. He said that they ran off together 23 years ago. That is impossible. I know for a fact it was 15 years ago. Well, I have evidence that contradicts your statement. How do you explain this photo? Dirk said he was taken 23 years ago. He said that? He did, but if we take what you just said as fact, then there's something in this photo that doesn't make any sense. This isn't making any sense to me, so I suppose I should ask. What does not make sense in if the photo is only 15 years ago years old? The baby.
Take that!
Again, that's Nayuta, unless he has a secret sibling. Nayuta, this discrepancy may not be directly related to the case, but I don't think we can simply overlook it either. Dirk said the baby in the photo was you, but that doesn't make any sense if the photo is only 15 years old. After all, you said you were around 10 then, right? He's definitely sweating bullets over there. He's definitely sweating bullets over there. Wait, what? Over there over something. Apollo, this baby isn't Nayuta. Wait, you don't think? Did Queen Amara have another child while she was on the run? What? I just wonder if that child were being held hostage. Nayuta, is that why you obey Queen Khura'in's every command? You presume too much. Wait, that's why Queen Amara was trying to take the rap as well, to protect this other child. A child born 15 years ago. It would have to be someone who's around 14 or 15 years old now. Rafa, what if Rafa wasn't Khura'in's child, but Amara and Dirk's? This is just a guess, but I believe I know someone who fits the bill. This also explains the strange behavior. This is the child who was born to Dirk and Queen Amara 15 years ago. Okay, I'm gonna say Rafa, and plus, she's the only one we have in our section here that is like 14, 15 years old. She's 14. She's the only one we have. She's the only one that logically makes sense. All those strange statements she kept making, now they all make sense. Prosecutor Sadmade, may I ask you something? Of course, Your Benevolence. I've been meaning to ask you this since yesterday. Did you know about Queen Amara and about me? From when did you hear such a thing? From Mother, and only yesterday. Rafa was carrying on about telling the truth to the people, so I told her what the truth really was, for it is up to a mother to discipline her child. I see. I cannot accept this. Is something the matter, Your Benevolence? Queen Amara is lying. It makes no sense. Queen Amara would not have killed my father. Why? Why did this happen? Just as we were finally reunited. Oh, Queen Amara. Now I see, Nayuta. Why you do what you're told? Because Rafa and Nayuta are siblings. And what did he say? The other child born to Dirk and Queen Amara was Mr. Justice. I believe I know what you are about to say, but I cannot allow you to name an innocent soul as a child of terrible sinners. I thought you might try to stop me. After all, simply revealing this information endangers who you've been trying to protect. I think this should make it clear what I'm talking about. This is the thing in your armor, the reason why you fear for your sibling's reputation. I have no idea. Maybe this.
Take that!
And my butterfly just fell off my mic. What did Apollo just say? I was just going to do that, and that is a file full of information that Dirk collected on what happened 23 years ago. Our particular note right now is what's written here. Oh yeah, he was expelled from the royal family. The sins of the father are visited upon his children. This deeply held idea is why you are expelled from the royal family. forgot about an escapade I had to do, which takes place after Master Natsume's trial. Oh, I have not played. I need to play the escapades at some point. Oh my god. I kind of wanted to play the escapades after I finish Apollo Justice at some point. I'll probably stream the escapades. But yeah, please do not spoil it because I have not played them yet. Which means it wouldn't bode well for your sibling either, if she were revealed to be Dirk's daughter. You became a prosecutor to bring down Queen Khura'in. But at some point you came to serve the very regime you despised. And this was because the Queen found this in your armor. That's how she came to use your sister against you. Naita, have you been keeping this secret all this time? Have you been trying to protect me? You are an innocent party to all this, and live only to safeguard the law and serve the country and queen from which it flows. One such as you, who is destined to ascend to the throne, need not fret over one such as I. No, I cannot accept that. What you say is, it's malarkey. Don't you even care what happens to you? Before country, queen, law and everyone's future, my personal feelings are of no consequence. That is why I resign myself to my fate. I know I must accept the status quo without any thoughts of change. Spoken like a true prosecutor and patriot. I shall continue to rule Khura'in until the day Rafa succeeds me. For that is what is best for our kingdom. I know, Your Eminence. Yours is no small sacrifice, but I promise you this, in exchange for your life, the child shall remain safe, and the kingdom shall prosper. That is all I can ask for with my meager existence. So Khura'in is basically manipulating Naita for Rafa's safety. Naita, is this really the new you? Resigning yourself to the will of another and killing any hope you held for the future? No, the Naita I knew would never let himself be turned into this. Now, Your Magistrate, if you would hand down your verdict. No! You can say you're simply accepting your fate, Naita, but I know that deep down there is still hope in your heart. Oh, Holy Mother, preserve me. It's the kind of hope that perseveres through the most desperate of times, and it's what binds you, me, and Dirk together as a family. I know this because this has demonstrated to me that you haven't lost all hope yet. Dirk's badge that Naita never confiscated at the holding cell at the detention center. When you interrogated Dirk, you confiscated all of his possessions as potential evidence, all except this. Did he take your attorney's badge too? No, I thought it strange, but just when it looked like he was going to take it from me, he changed his mind. So tell me, Naita, why didn't you take his badge? You couldn't bear to take it from him, could you? And I know why. It's because this badge means something special to us. Hey, Dirk. Why do you still wear your badge? You're not a lawyer anymore, right? This badge is my heart and soul, son. I'll never stop trying to realize my dream. Not until my very last breath. A dragon never yields, right? Exactly. Naita, Apollo, I vow to restore Khura'in's legal system to its rightful state one day. I want to pass on to you a world where you can live free from the fear of tyranny. You may say you've given up, but that's not how it really is it? You never gave up, and you never will, because you still believe that all of the wrongs will be righted someday, don't you? What is it, Naita? What's gone through your head? You are very perceptive, Mr. Justice. So we were right. It may very well be as you say. Why did I not confiscate this badge? Even I did not know until now. Perhaps I was waiting for him to save me. Save you? Yeah, save me. Like he did. On that day. When Naruto and Apollo fell into the river. Naruto, Apollo, hold on, I'm coming. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Naruto, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me, understand? Someday, he would come and free our family from the chains of the past. Perhaps deep down, that is what I believed. I believed in Dirk, our father. Naruto, I knew you. However, it was but a dream, and now that dream has died, murdered along with Dirk. So now, as the eldest, the responsibility falls squarely onto me. No matter the cost, I must protect her. Please try to understand, Apollo. Understand why I shall bear all the sin. It is the only way.
Such insolence!
You have wasted more than enough of my time, lawyer. Do you not see the futility of your desperate floundering? The immutability of his duty? It is time to accept defeat. No! No! Fuck you, Khura'in. Now watch as the hammer of justice comes down upon your dear brother. Your Majesty, the verdict, if you will. Yes, Your Eminence. No. Wait a second. What do I do? Does the defense wish to raise an objection? Yeah, of course we do. There's gotta be some way to save Naruto. Apollo. It all goes back to that incident 23 years ago. It's branded him the son of a criminal. So if we could once and for all prove that Dirk didn't try to assassinate Amara, right, Naruto and Raifu's father would no longer be viewed as a criminal. But I thought there wasn't any evidence left, because it was all destroyed in the fire, and Dirk investigated the matter for years, but never managed to learn anything new. Really? Nothing at all. Could an exceptional lawyer like Dirk try that long and really uncover nothing at all? He had over 2 decades, Apollo. Huh? He's right, I doubt Dirk would have gone to his grave without discovering something new. He must have secretly planned something to topple Khura'in somewhere. Take another look at the evidence. You might just find what we need to break out of the situation within there. Got it. If the defense is done stalling for time, I shall now render my verdict. No, wait. About the assassination attempt of 23 years ago. The defense has some new information it would like to share. You do? Well, we had intended to deliberate that case in the course of this trial. Dirk, did you leave something behind for me? Is there some connection I'm missing here? Very well then. What is the source of your new information about the case from 23 years ago? Jove, I'm gonna guess. Because he died in that fire, I think.
Take that!
Yeah, he did. He died in that fire. Because he was invited over by Dirk to the palace, to Khura'in. A photograph. Yeah, do you recall the traveling musician who died in that fire 23 years ago? How could anyone forget such a painful chapter in our history? The poor fellow was caught up in the blaze that was meant for Queen Amara. We never knew his identity though, as his belongings were burnt to ash. Well, about that, the truth is, he was my biological father. Oh? What? Why, of course, with his photo and her benevolence. Exactly. We might be able to prove Dirk completely innocent, and that would free her from the infamy of having criminal blood in her veins. Because here in Khura'in, we can witness the final memories of the dead. What utter nonsense. Khura'in didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. There was no evidence left in the wake of that blaze. That's what you think. But Dirk went to the ends of the earth to bring this little souvenir back for us. He did? Yep, and boy is it the best piece of evidence ever. He knew that with it, we'd finally be able to conclusively settle the matter here in court and save his children. Your Majesty, the defense requests that we hold a divination seance for this new victim. What a waste of time. The events of 23 years past have already been deliberated at length. But wasn't Dirk on trial for that incident as well today? So we wouldn't be doing our jobs if we failed to look into this new lead, would we? She scratched her nails on the desk or whatever it's called, as if she couldn't just be like, defense can't look into matters or crimes from over 20 years ago. You know, as if she just can't make a new law right there. You know, as the presiding judge, I will now share my thoughts on the matter. The attempted assassination of Queen Amara is a case we can ill afford to leave open, and I believe that the final memories of the victim will prove to be very important. Therefore, it is the opinion of this court that we should conduct another divination seance. Why your benevolence. If you knew the full name of the victim seen in this photo, you'd be able to perform a divination seance, right? Of course, leave it to me. Thank you. My father's full name is... Say it. Jove Justice. Alright. Okay, divination seance time. Come on, Rafer. Now your benevolence. Please commence the divination seance when you are ready.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Ooh. Okay, we've seen the dance of devotion many a time, so I'm gonna skip it. Yeah, I just finished my first video. Okay. Then in here, obviously. There's Amara crying in Apollo. That's definitely Apollo with his fucking hair. Pain. Okay. With blood. There's the lighter. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Was Jove like stabbed in the back or something? The spirit the victim has granted us a window into his final moments. It appeared the divination seance was a success. So those were my father's final moments. That baby we saw must have been you, Apollo. No shit. I will now decipher the experience of the deceased. Are you ready, Hornhead? Yeah, please proceed. Very well. Here are my interpretations of the facts as gleaned from the seance vision. Okay, we've got Rafer's insides. Someone attempted to assassinate Queen Amara by setting her residence ablaze. Hornhead's father happened to stop by and was knocked out by the assassin. Dirk's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter found at the scene of the crime. That is how he was determined to be the assassin. Hornhead's father tried to save his son, but sadly, he perished in the attempt. That is everything the deceased experienced in his final moments. My father's final memories. They're right here for everyone to see, but can any of them unlock the truth behind what happened 23 years ago? They must do, surely. Let's see, let's have a look. Oh, wait. Go back. Play. That's Jove's hand, surely, with the gloves, because we saw him with gloves on in the thing later on at some point. But yeah, that's Jove's, surely. Select. So yeah.
Objection!
He was the one who had the lighter. Was Jove the one who set fire to Amara's residence? Was it Jove? Dirk's fingerprints were discovered on the lighter that was found at the crime scene. However, the hand holding a lighter in the seance vision appears to be gloved. And so there wouldn't be any fingerprints. I'm pretty sure that's Jove's hand as well. I believe you're right. What could this mean? It calls us into question whether the hand in the vision really was Dirk's. If only we could make out the details a little better. Very well, I'll attempt to focus a bit more on what the deceased saw. Perhaps that will help refine the seance vision. Okay. It does seem that there was a glove on that hand. Still, what significance could that have? It means that Dirk's fingerprints got on the lighter at some other time. Somebody could have even put them there after the fire. All you have is pure speculation, while the fact remains that they are his fingerprints. Therefore, it stands to reason that Dirk was the one who used the lighter. Well, no! It just means that I have to prove that the figure in the vision is someone else, using the information in my father's final memories. Either way, it seems that I must revise my insights. But if someone had put his prints on the lighter after the fact that, then we know not to whom it belongs. Okay. Okay, she's updated her insights. Time to go over them and see if there are any new inconsistencies to be found. Okay. Let me see. I think I'm gonna select this. Because I don't think Dirk wore any wristbands or something like that. Oh wait, is that part of the glove? I think that's part of the glove. Okay, I think that's part of the glove. I think. Is that part of the glove? No, because it doesn't look to be part of that glove part of the glove. That glove there on his right hand. So I'm gonna present that.
Objection!
Wait, and this means that the real culprit is... The figure in this vision is clearly not Dirk. The distinctive band around their wrist gives their true identity away. That design, it can't be. This will prove just whose hand was captured in the seance vision. Maybe Inga, because the top of his, like, things had similar.
Take that!
That photo, so you do believe the culprit to be Inga. Justice Minister Inga had cuffs with the exact same pattern on them. You're referring to the cuffs of Justice, correct? Yeah, I heard they're a traditional part of a Khura'in's justice minister's attire. What does this tell us? It tells us that the figure in the vision is none other than Khura'in's late Minister of Justice, Inga Khura'in. No, not my father. So he plotted the assassination of the former queen as well as the current one? Justice Minister Inga? So then Dirk's innocent of both charges? The Defiant Dragons, they've been right all along. Naita? What's wrong, Naita? What you've proposed is not possible, Apollo. For back then, Inga Khura'in was not the Minister of Justice. What? The Justice Minister 23 years ago was it Garan? It was Garan. You, Queen Garan, yeah. Well. What? Oh right, she served as the Minister of Justice before succeeding the throne. I guess she also prosecuted the assassination attempt 23 years ago as one. As one? I guess she also prosecuted the assassination attempt 23 years ago as one. Oh, as the Justice Minister. So then the figure in this vision is actually the Eminence. It's you, isn't it? This is madness. Why would Her Eminence do such a thing? Because she would ascend to the throne. She wanted to usurp the throne from her sister Amara. That's why she tried to assassinate her. You bitch. I find this all very hard to swallow. The Eminence, are you the one responsible for tearing my family apart? And was it you who killed my father? Well, Your Eminence, I'm asking you a question.
Such insolence!
Peasants. Always carrying on about things of no import. It is important. You do not deny it then. You concealed the truth and used me for your own designs. Oh, Naita, spare me your feeble-minded line of questioning. Even if Dirk were cleared of all charges, it shall still be I who decides Rafa's fate. You do wish for her to be queen someday, do you not? But what is the point of Garan having no successors to the throne? Because think about it, Naita was kicked out of the royal family. He has no claim to the throne at this point. Maybe Apollo has maybe some claim to the throne because he's Dirk's foster child, but I find that kind of unlikely because they haven't brought that up at this point. They haven't brought that up at all, that Apollo may have some claim to the throne of Khura'in. He never grew up with the royal family or anything like that. He did technically grow up with Dirk, the husband of the former queen. But I don't think, because he's not directly related. Oh, I know. He's Naita's brother, but maybe it's because he's not directly related to the former queen, Amara. Because I don't know if Amara was aware of Dirk fostering Apollo. So maybe that's why Apollo might not have any claim to the throne, because Amara either Amara or Garan had no direct influence over his childhood. Like him, being taken in by Dirk, even though Dirk is technically part of the royal family, but by marriage and not birth, so that maybe that's why. Rafa is currently the only successor of Garan, right? So what is the point of having no successor? Because after Garan dies, or Gran dies, then who's left to take over as queen? And who's left to take over as Justice Minister? You know? Remember, the child lives only by my good graces. Now, kneel before me and fulfill your end of the bargain by offering me your head. No! Your Eminence, I'm done heeding your commands. Good, good. Even as you used my sister against me, I still believed you. I believed that protecting your secrets was in the best interest of this kingdom. But you've been deceiving me all the while. Nayuta, you dare defy me. Your Eminence, I can turn the other cheek no more. Therefore, I hereby retract my confession in the murder of Justice Minister Inga. Retract, you say? Fuck, man, oh my god. Dirk, the final piece of evidence you left behind, has released Nayuta from his suffering. And now, he's finally free. And all this time, not once did I reflect on my own conduct, for I had believed all was fate. Lost in my own sense of resignation, I was unable to wake from my despair. But you, Apollo, you have awakened me with your demonstration of our father's creed.
A dragon never yields.
And he has the dragon's tattoo on his hand that he's been hiding all this time. I will carry on Dirk's legacy and fulfill his dream. Hear me, Khura'in. I will cast you down from your bloody throne. Long live the revolution. Whoa, thank fuck, man. Thank fuck. Insolent fool. Now even you prattle on about revolution? Would you look at that? Well, Apollo, it seems we're finally making some headway down the road that Dirk carved out for us. Yeah. Now, if we could just prove Khura'in's guilt, we could continue on down that road towards the revolution Dirk dreamed of. Your Eminence, you have been accused of the crime committed 23 years ago. Would you like to say anything in your defense? Not so fast, Your Majesty. For the cuffs could have been stolen and used without my knowledge. So you see, they can hardly be considered proof of anything. Why, I believe you're right. But we know she's guilty. Yes, she's so fucking guilty, man. Oh my god. Well, lawyer, is there any other evidence you would have me refute? Unfortunately, this photo was the last piece of evidence Dirk left me. So as far as evidence goes, I've got nothing else regarding that case from the past. However, now that Prosecutor Sanmari has retracted his confession, and in 5 minutes by the way, we'll have to re-deliberate the current case from scratch. Yeah, the defense speaks the truth. Even though it is clear who the guilty party is. Queen Khura'in. The defense accuses you of the murder of Justice Minister Inga Khura'in. But do you have any evidence, defense? Evidence that will prove Khura'in was the killer? There is still one more avenue for us to explore, Mr. Justice. There is Minister Inga's final memories. In them, the minister's killer posed as Dirk. Therefore, one must ask, how did the killer dispose of their disguise? In the sarcophagus. Hey, you're right. A lot of blood was splattered onto the killer, so the blood-soaked clothes would have to have been dealt with somehow. If they're still around somewhere, then... Objection! I was wondering what absurd idea you would concoct next. clothing can be disposed of most anywhere. I doubt you can find them now. Then you don't know us very well. Your benevolence. I just realized my phone is fucking updating. Yeah? On the day of your father's murder, you had been watching the courtyard from 2 p.m. Now, during that time, you saw Queen Khura'in, did you not? Yeah, I did. I saw my mother entering the palace from the courtyard, but I was told not to mention it because it had nothing to do with my father's murder. Rafer, you were not there. When the Queen headed into the palace, did she have Dirk's clothes in her possession? No. No, she did not. So, maybe she disposed of them somewhere in the courtyard. The police did a thorough sweep of the area following the crime, but they didn't look in the sarcophagus. But they did not find anything resembling Dirk's clothes. But you knew that already, didn't you, prosecutor? Yeah, I admit no clothing was found. So you admit you were merely speculating, chasing phantoms and delusions of evidence that never existed. This makes no sense. Clothing doesn't just disappear like that. If Khura'in wasn't carrying any clothes, she must have gotten rid of them somewhere. Somewhere where she thought they'd never be found. Or where they'd never be found her. I believe Dirk's clothes were hidden here, in the tomb, in the sarcophagus. The tomb? You believe the clothing was hidden there? Yeah, it's the only place it can be. Very well, where in the tomb do you believe the clothes were hidden? There, in the sarcophagus. Of course, that makes perfect sense. The clothes weren't simply hidden, they were returned to where they belonged. And by that you mean, the killer would have had to get Dirk's clothes from somewhere. Oh shit. Luckily they were right there. Yeah, of course. I forgot Dirk was in the fucking sarcophagus. At the time of the minister's murder, Dirk's body was already in the sarcophagus. So the killer could have simply borrowed his clothes. Right before the minister entered the tomb, the killer put on Dirk's clothes, then hid behind the curtain above the sarcophagus. And after the minister was killed, Dirk's clothes were returned to his body. So what? This is still all speculation. We don't know whether these clothes were actually used in the murder. Therefore, you cannot prove that they are somehow connected to the case. That's why you're wrong. But I believe you already knew that. These clothes were definitely used during the minister's murder because of this. Can I see the thing again? The picture of no, I can't. Of like whoever the fuck was dressing up as Dirk. Maybe here then. Oh, this looks like. This like I didn't see, by the way. This looks like the blood was like splashed onto his clothes. So, like if you look here, the blood is slightly darker. It looks like this blood, especially here and here, looks like it's been seeping through his clothes, but not here. Here. The bloodstains on Dirk's chest are no doubt the result of being shot by the minister. However, that doesn't explain everything. There is also some blood spatter extending from his left elbow to his abdominal area. I believe this blood spatter came from Minister Inga. If the killer wore his clothes during the murder, then the blood spatter must have come from Minister Inga. I thought it was all Dirk's, but it makes sense. Only one way to be sure though. Let's get those stains analysed right away. Indeed, this may be conclusive evidence we need to prove the Queen's guilt. What? You cannot prove it. You cannot prove it was I who hid those clothes. It could very well have been hidden by a third party. Fingerprints. But could they really? I'd say the possibility of someone other than Khura'in hiding the clothes does not exist. I did not realise that I was fucking in progress. Holy shit. I'm gonna eat one of my Reese's. I'm gonna read that a little bit. You can just hear me, this is ASMR. I'm just gonna end up wasting the rest of the ad trying to open these Reese's. And welcome back to the ad, everyone. I'm trying to open up my Reese's so I can eat one before we read the rest of it. I did not realise the ad was in progress, so yeah. Why is it not opening? This is what happens when it's kind of too warm in the room. Fuck's sake. Forget it. I'll eat some later. And I'm gonna check these Discord pings. Really quickly. Okay, I'll just start from right here. I'd say the possibility of someone other than Khura'in hiding the clothes does not exist. No, it's not. It's just not possible. Your Eminence, I recall you saying the following. The key to Amara's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for someone naive to open it. So therefore, Khura'in would be the only one to open it. That was your own testimony, word for word. Why, you insolent? I admit it. Only you could have hidden Dirk's clothes after they were used in the murder. And that means you are the one who killed Justice Minister Inga. Insignificant word. You dare accuse me, the ruler of Khura'in? Do not think for one moment that such impudence.
Objection!
I'm afraid such arguments are invalid here in the Sacred Hall, Your Eminence, because even monarchs aren't above the law. It's the end of the line for you, Queen Khura'in. Time to come down from that lofty throne and face justice. We know, very much know that she is guilty. We're just kind of proving it. Me? Face justice? Surely you jest. You are in no position to force my hand, liar. Oh? Surely you haven't forgotten about the Defense Culpability Act. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In short, should I be convicted of murdering my husband, your dear brother who delivered false testimony in my defense shall also be found guilty. Oh shit! Oh fuck! What? That can't be, can it? By delivering false testimony in the cause of protecting a guilty party, he will certainly be judged by this court as having supported a criminal, and the Defense Culpability Act would most definitely come into play. The law is so broad that anyone could be convicted under it. When it comes to the DC Act, even I am conflicted, and yet, as it currently stands, it is the law of the land. And as you said earlier, no one is above the law. Of all the absurd things I've seen, this law really takes the cake. Now what? What can we even do at this point? You need not look so forlorn. Dirk has been cleared of all charges, so let us leave all thoughts of the real killer and revolution in the past where it belongs. She wants us to just let her off scot-free, and yet I don't see any other choice. We cannot yield to her here, Apollo. If it will move the revolution forward, I would gladly face the DC Act. Now do it. Accuse Queen Khura'in of the crime she has committed.
Such insolence!
What you speak of is not revolution. Our kingdom will not function without its sovereign, and Rachel cannot ascend to the throne, for she is as yet incapable of channeling spirits. Thus to accuse me is to wish destruction upon our fair kingdom, you terrorist. Terrorist? If you would still insist on accusing me, then as ruling sovereign of Khura'in, I proclaim the following. All who imperil the crown, no matter the reason, shall be subject to immediate execution upon the Queen's orders. What immediate execution? Do you still not comprehend? Then let me be clear. For the sake of this kingdom's future, and in accordance with the laws of Khura'in, I command that you be put to death at once. No, you can't just kill Apollo. I fucking hate her, man. What the? She is such a bitch. Is this going a bit too far? Why is the Grand Rail Guard? They are on standby in case of an attack by foolishly optimistic terrorists. Now, if you would continue to oppose me, the very embodiment of the law, then under my regal authority you shall all be put to death.
Objection!
I would punch her in her face. Oh, come on, this is insane. Even for you. You can't possibly get away with something like this. This is a court of law. You can't just order our execution without due process. Now look, Apollo, truth and due process are certainly important, but so is your life, so think before you speak again. But this is insane. This is insane. Please, Apollo, do not make this any worse than it already is. But I cannot lose you to the Twilight Realm too. What am I supposed to do? How do I win against an opponent that can rewrite the law as she sees fit? How can I ever bring her to justice? Is this really how it all ends? It is your life or your accusation, lawyer. You cannot hope for both. It is time to cease this insanity. What do I do? Should I accuse Queen Khura'in? We have to. We have to. Your name isn't Apollo Justice for nothing. I know what I have to do. Mr. Wright, you know that saying you're constantly reminding me and Athena of? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Yes, that's what Mia taught Wright in the first turnabout. You never fail to surprise me, Apollo. And Nayuta, you know that creed we've known ever since we were kids? A dragon never yields. Apollo, they are not merely words. They are what's carried us this far. So now it's time to honor those words and the memories of the ones who gave them to us. I couldn't agree with you more, Apollo. Those words are more important to me than you know. And if there's any time to remember them, it's now. It would seem, Apollo, that not one but two auspicious creatures dwell deeper within you. A fierce dragon and a virtuous phoenix that shall scatter the clouds, hiding the heavens. I shall join you in your death-defying bluff. I think I finally understand what those words really mean, and the resolve they embody. Reference? Reference to Great Satanic Resolve? Are you smiling even in the face of certain doom? Is there no end to your defiance? Unfortunately for you, no, I won't let fear or even the law force me to abandon the pursuit of truth. Because there is another saying in my country, the truth will set you free. Indeed, that is precisely what Dirk sought to do through this trial. He wished for us to break free from a certain despicable spider's immobilizing silk threads. We won't be intimidated by unjust laws or give in to fear. Abandoning the truth like that is just not a part of my playbook. There is only one path before us. Revolution. The time to make the extreme a reality is upon us. Your Eminence. If you are the law here in Khura'in, then your very existence is wrong. Does your desperate bleating know no end? I know it's a bit late to ask, but what's the plan? Well, if Khura'in is going to execute us on the spot under the Defense Culpability Act, and the law itself derives its power from the authority of the Crown, then there's only one thing to do. We dethrone her right here, right now. Alright, but how? It's not like we have a lot of time to come up with a way to do it either. I doubt she'll allow you to perform another cross-examination while we think. Don't worry, I'll come up with something. We'll be fine. We can't give up. Not now. We have to keep on fighting to the end. We cannot allow these broken trials to go on. It's time to make things right. Okay. If I accuse Khura'in, Nayuta will be subject to the Defense Culpability Act, which means he will be put to death in accordance with the law. So the only way out of this is to dethrone Khura'in right now. Could this be the key to dethroning Khura'in? Something we haven't used in a long while, the Founders Orb? Is the Founders Orb the key to the revolution? Dirk was convinced that the orb is the key to the revolution and Khura'in's future. In light of Khura'in's obsession with the orb, it makes a large amount of sense. She probably doesn't want anyone using it to gain spiritual powers and rights to the throne. Inga definitely tried to do just that, but that's where it starts to fall apart. Inga couldn't have channeled the founder even after abducting Miss Faye. After all, he didn't know the founder's name. Inga didn't know the founder's name. The name of the founder is only known to those who become queen. That means the only people who currently know her name are Khura'in and Amara. So even if someone else had the orb, they wouldn't be able to channel the founder. So that begs the question, why is Khura'in so fixated on the orb? Okay, let's not overthink this. Khura'in is obsessed with the orb because she can't channel spirits. Khura'in wants spiritual power. Could it be? It's hard to believe, but... if she wants spiritual power, does that mean Khura'in can't channel spirits? That would explain why she had Amara perform the rite of channeling. Is that why she let Amara live? To stand in for her when the time came to channel spirits? Since Khura'in can't channel spirits, she had no claim to the throne. Khura'in has no claim to the throne because she can't channel spirits. Khura'in's Defense Culpability Act was established under the Crown's authority, but if she has no claim to the throne, then the DC Act would become null and void. No, not just the DC Act. All of the insane laws she's enacted under would be swept away in one fell swoop. You claim the authority of the Crown? You, of all people? That's a good one. Have you truly lost it, liar? Indeed. I would have the defense explain himself at once. It's easy, Your Majesty. Why is Queen Khura'in so obsessed with the Founders Orb? Why did she let Queen Amara live? And why was it she, having her mercifulness, perform the rite of channeling in her place? The answers to these three questions point to a single conclusion, a fact that will shake this kingdom to its core. I still do not follow, Apollo. Your Eminence, I have just one question for you. Please be honest. You can't actually channel spirits, can you? What? You believe the Queen is not capable of communing with the dead? We've just been assuming that she can all this time, but can she actually? The defense will explain himself at once. In Khura'in, the ability to channel spirits is an absolute requirement for a would-be queen. But yet, evidence, if you weren't capable of doing that, then you'd have no claim to the throne. Not only that, but every law you've passed would be rendered null and void. And you, the Grand Royal Guard, you seem to be rather enamored with the Queen's supposed spiritual power. But what if she had none? What if she was just an ordinary person, a pretender to the throne? That's crazy talk. Impossible. Everyone knows only spirit mediums can become queen. It's such blasphemy. On what grounds do you make such a defamatory claim? Queen Khura'in, if you think I'm just out to defame you, then prove it. Prove it using this piece of evidence you want so badly the founders of.
Take that!
All the conditions of summoning the founder should be in place. With the orb, we know what the founder looks like, and as queen, you should know the founder's name. Now, if you would, Your Eminence, please show us the great spiritual power you bear as Grand Priestess of Khura'in. I want to witness Her Eminence's great power with our own eyes. The Holy Mother will appear before us. Oh, great miracle or miracles. Praise be Your Eminence. May your mighty spiritual power show us the way. She can't do it, can she? Enough, I say, you mindless cretins. Your Eminence? Can it be that you cannot? No. I want a lawyer. Someone what I want. No, do it. Are you forgetting something? There aren't any lawyers left in Khura'in. You can thank your Defense Culpability Act for that. Your Eminence, please give us a glimpse of your magnificent spiritual power. Summon Her Holiness so she may guide us. I've heard enough from you, out of my sight, all of you. If you truly are capable of channeling spirits, then get on with it already, Your Eminence. You sneaky, underhanded wretch of a lawyer. That reminds me, you said something to this effect earlier. It is time to cease this insanity. Don't you feel stupid for saying that now? Indeed, of all the things she has said, I can think of nothing more ludicrous. Apollo, teach this deceitful, putrid queen a lesson she won't soon forget. Gladly, because it really is time to cease this insanity. Khura'in, your reign of terror ends here. Powerful objection much? Go on, Spirit Channel, the Holy Mother. Very well, demonstrating my facility as a spirit medium. Well, I don't remember, didn't see what she said. Behold a magnificent power to commune with the dead. Your Eminence! Her prosecutor outfit is so cool. O great spirit of the founder who dwells in the Twilight Realm, heed the secret covenant of the orb and appear here before us. Here it comes. She can't spirit channel. She doesn't have the power. What's wrong? Are you not feeling well? Oh, Spirit and Founder, the time is now. I beseech you, appear before us. Heed my call. Founder, please. She doesn't know how to spirit channel. Her royal guard is going against her. No way! I was just warming up. The fight actually starts from now. Look. I can't read Khura'in. Holy Mother. And she just landed in the pool of souls. She can't actually spirit channel. She can't do it. Prosecutor said Maddie, how is her evidence? It seems she now believes that she herself is the Holy Mother. I see, but her attempt at spirit channeling failed, did it not? Sadly, she seems unable to accept the facts. I fear it will be quite a challenge to question her later. And what if, I may ask, was her motive? I understand that she killed Minister Inga in order to prevent his coup d'etat. But what of her attempt to assassinate Queen Amara 23 years ago? To become queen herself, maybe she just craved power and attention. She likely developed a psychological complex from her inability to channel spirits. That is why she kept Queen Amara alive to perform the rite of channeling for her. In that way, it would seem as if she had great spiritual power. In short, she built a cult personality upon fair lies. Then again, do not all tyrants? So then, she never really intended to kill Amara, huh? What I don't understand is why Queen Amara even listened to Khura'in in the first place, especially 14 years ago before Rafa was being held hostage. Why would she keep letting the people of Khura'in think she was dead? Why she kept quietly performing the rite channeling for Khura'in? My mother is a gentle soul by nature and loves her sister dearly. So when Khura'in told her to hide because Dirk was out to kill her, she believed it. And what's more, she did not want to tarnish the name of her beloved sister. That is why she acquiesced so obediently to Khura'in's request to keep channeling for her, until she fled with Dirk and was told the truth, that is. So that's what happened. And since Rafa was being held captive, I imagine Amara had no choice but to help cover up the truth behind Inga's murder. Yeah, living secretly as Rafa's servant Nena. No doubt only deepened her love for her daughter. She'd do anything to keep her safe. All the more reason to hide the painful truth from her. Well, that was the case for the ages. Prosecutor said Madi has been cleared of all suspicion in the murder of Minister Inga, as has Mr. Dirks and Madi in the assassination attempt of Queen Amara. Now then, I think it is high time I handed down my verdict I handed down my verdict on Dirk and Naita, said Madi. Not guilty! Dirk, I hope you're watching. I proved your innocence. Naita's smiling again. And that revolution you've always dreamed of is finally happening. With this, may I finally say this court is adjourned. Ooh. Okay, we're back in the accused lobby. Where'd it go, Apollo? I was on the edge of my seat when those guards stormed the courtroom. That was a shocker, alright. Can't imagine anything like that happening back home. I know, right? I was ready to go on down them and teach them a lesson myself. Really? I was barely able to hold her back. Hold me back? You were about to go ballistic after a while there, Athena. Yeah, well, I was thinking about helping you smack a few of them down, to be honest. Remember me to never say I'd do anything to deserve a Myra Athena double suplex. You did a fine job out there today, Apollo. Thanks for all the great advice, Mr. Wright. Nah, it was all you. That perseverance and never say die attitude you showed was impressive. I actually like to think of to myself. What, from me? That's a laugh. There are a number of times where I wouldn't have blamed you for giving up, but you stuck it out to the end and came away triumphant, by sheer force of will, and an inner strength forged in countless trials. You overcame the most desperate and hopeless situation I've ever seen. I don't know about all that. I mean it. You've really come a long way, Apollo. I have nothing but respect for your abilities as an attorney. Really? Aren't you exaggerating just a little bit, Mr. Right? You did it, Apollo. You finally won the seal of approval. But what about me, Nick? My channeling's come a long way too. After all, I was deemed worthy enough to be used in 2 major crimes already. Yeah, and 2 major chances for me to become someone for you to channel next. Honestly, I couldn't have done this without the support of each and every person here. Mr. Wright, Athena, Naota, and of course, Dirk. That was pretty cool, Polly. Trucy! I would miss Trucy. Trucy? Trucy? What are you doing here? It's magic. I'm afraid she implied the old let's throw away Mr. Edgeworth's suitcase then. What? Though it certainly explained why my secret suitcase was so heavy. Tell me you at least noticed it was heavier than usual. Trucy, do you even have a passport? My magic panties are an extra dimensional space. It's like a mini universe in there. I could produce a passport at a drop of my hat. Alright. Maybe some things in this world are better left a mystery. Hardhead, Bobhead. I am forever in your debt for you've accomplished in this hall of justice. Without your presence, I may have never changed as I have this day. It's pathetic, I know. No, it's not. That's where you're wrong, dear benevolence. It was you who changed yourself. Only you could choose to defy Khura'in, and that decision was yours and yours alone. That's right. All we did was present you with an opportunity, and you made use of it with gusto. This victory is yours, your benevolence. You should be proud of yourself. I see. So, I am worthy of my title after all. Ha! I shall work to heal our kingdom so that it may know peace and prosperity once more. She sure bounced back quickly. So, your benevolence, I take it you learned the truth of your origins? That you are the daughter of Dirk and Queen Amara. Yeah, my mother. I mean, her eminence told me. She said it was a part of my disciplining. If you can call it that. Sounds a lot more like blackmail. Keep quiet or I'll tell everyone you're the daughter of a criminal. My mother was so insufferable. Or should I say, my former mother. Sounds like there was no love lost there. But you cleared Dirk's name. My true father will no longer be known as a criminal. Therefore, I have nothing more to fear. So what's next for the kingdom of Khura'in? I mean, you lost your queen, so... Her benevolence, Princess Rafa, will ascend to the throne. At 14? Naota, but she can't channel spirits yet, right? Indeed, which is why I'll act as regent on her behalf until the day she comes into her own. Can Naota channel spirits? Can Naota channel spirits? Cause that is what I am interpreting personally. But I know it is generally women in the Ace Attorney franchise that can channel spirits. So can Naota channel spirits or not? Yeah, your help will be greatly appreciated. Prosecutor said. What? Is she going to say what I think she is? What are you looking at, you hard-headed nincompoop? Youch. In any event, I'll be assisted by Naota and Queen Amara for the time being. Queen Amara? Our country offers consul to the rulers of neighbouring kingdoms through channeling. It's a duty I intend to fulfill myself one day. But for now, I will have Queen Amara assist me in that capacity. Okay, she's having Amara assist her then, so I guess Naota doesn't spirit channel then. So, then, is she going to be alright? Yeah, it seems the bullet went straight through her without doing any serious damage. That's a relief. You did it, AJ, and it starts. Thanks to you, both Dirk and Naota beat the charges against them. And you got the revolution rolling to boot. The revolution. Dirk. I guess you were right to believe in me after all. Yes, sir. There's going to be some major changes around here. the legal system's going to return to its rightful state, like how Dirk always wanted, and the name of Apollo Justice will go down in Khura'in's history. Yeah, right. Oh, Naita, before I forget, there was something I wanted to give you before I headed back home. You wish to give me something? Yeah, as Dirk's birthson, I think he should have this. And I think he means Dirk's badge. This is Dirk's. I have to get back to the States. And I know you're a prosecutor now, but as the man that's going to change Khura'in, it's only right that you have it to change Khura'in. Yeah, in Dirk's place. Apollo, I'm afraid I must refuse your gift. What? Why? There's something I would like to show you. Huh? What's this all of a sudden? Mr. Wright, won't you and your friends please join us? Oh, sure. What's going on? What's going on? The old Sadmadi offices. So why'd you bring us here, Naita? Apollo, I want you to stay here in Khura'in. What? But why? We have lost our queen and our kingdom stands at a crossroads. Most of all, we will need to rebuild our entire legal system, naturally. That includes the reintroduction of lawyers to the court. But you're not asking me to... Yeah, I want you to take over this law office. With you as a lawyer and me as a prosecutor. We shall rebuild Khura'in's legal system from the ground up. You want me to help you rebuild the legal system? That's a lot to take in. Apollo, I cannot do this without you. As a lawyer, you are Dirk's spiritual heir. And having studied in America, your legal knowledge will be indispensable. This is way out of my league. The revolution is still in its infancy. But it was Dirk's dream to restore the legal system to its rightful state. Will you not help me realize that dream? Come on, AJ, you know it's what Dirk would have wanted. Let's do it together. You must be taken aback by my sudden request, but please give it some thought. Of course, I'm honored that you asked. Still, I have my job back at the Right Anything Agency to consider too. Don't you worry about that, Apollo. Besides, this is something only you can do. Something only I can do. I mean, to be completely honest, our office would be a bit short on firepower without you around, but hey. Mr. Wright. Go on, Apollo, go help Khura'in. Actually, I'm sorry, but I can't get on board with this. Athena? I mean, there's still so much I want to learn from you, Apollo. That's right, it won't be the same without you. And everyone back home would really miss you too. There's no way I can agree to this. Still, if you really wanted to stay... Yeah, Athena's right. It won't be easy, but... Athena, Truce. Apollo, no one but you can make this decision. Know that I will not question whatever choice you make. Our flight leaves tomorrow morning, Apollo. Think you can make up your mind by then? I'll try. Talk about a difficult decision. Should I go back to the US and continue working at the Right Anything Agency? Or should I stay in Khura'in and help Naita rebuild the legal system? Stay in Khura'in? No questions about it. What's the right thing for me to do? Stay in Khura'in. The Right Anything Agency already has Wright and Athena, right? There are no defense attorneys in Khura'in. He has to stay. The bus to the airport will be here any minute. I wonder where Apollo is. Do you think he decided to stay here in Khura'in? We're playing as Phoenix in this last little bit. I bet he was up all night thinking, this is a life-changing decision after all. But whatever he decides, I'll have to accept it. I guess this means no more courtroom battles alongside him. Hey guys! I know that booming voice anywhere. It's Apollo in it. There he is. Here he is. I made it. Apollo, you're here. Does this mean you're coming home with us? Well, about that. Mr. Right. Yeah? I've made up my mind. Here it is, the moment of truth. I still have so many things to learn from you. But I decided to stay in Khura'in. You're staying? But I feel like I have to pick up where Dirk left off. I can't let his sacrifice go to waste. I see. Plus, I want to teach others everything you've taught me about being a liar, Mr. Right. At Apollo, Dirk's roadmap for the future, and your teachings, I believe that these two things will save the people of this kingdom from further unrest. I want to do this. No, I have to do this. Apollo, I've never felt prouder. Proud to have such an amazing attorney working under me. But someday, I'll return to the US. Once the new legal system here is firmly in place, I'll be back. Scouts on it. Will we really see you again, Apollo? That's the first time in ages that I've heard Trucy refer to Apollo by his full name. Usually, she just calls him Polly. You bet. Not that I have any idea how long it'll be. But I promise you this, everyone. I'll keep on learning and growing. And I'll come back to the US an even better lawyer. So don't you forget me. Of course we won't, Apollo. There will always be a spot waiting for you back at the office. In the meantime, we'll be rooting for you, so knock 'em dead. You got it, Mr. Right. I'm gonna miss you, Polly. But if this is it, then I'm going to support your choice all the way. Thanks, Trucy. Good luck with your magic art. I know you do Troop Khura'in proud. I'll be cheering for you too, Apollo. But don't you think you're the only one with room to grow? The next time we meet, you probably won't even recognize me. In other words, game on. You bet. And I'm gonna win. I'm going to miss you too, Apollo, but can't wait to see where your new adventure will take you. Well, there's our bus. I guess this is it, Apollo. I'll never forget everything you've done for me, Mr. Right. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Here's to seeing you back in the US again someday. Until then, you know where to find me. Here in the kingdom of Khura'in, the legacy of those who came before us. Is handed down from parent to child. And from mentor to disciple. We must never stall or stagnate, but continue to grow and change. All that we've been taught, the beliefs and convictions that have been passed down to us, we must continue to nurture them so we in turn can pass them on to the next generation. And here they are.
Are you really sure you're okay with him staying, boss?
I always figured he'd leave the nest.
And I'm opening my Reese's Pieces. I just looked slightly pissed that Tracy was sleeping in his toilet. Oh?
Just a little. Got it.
Abby! Where are you going?
Why don't we go and check it out, AJ?
And there's Rafa. And there's Anita. And where's Mara? I'm guessing she might still be in the hospital, maybe? I don't know. And there's... Oh, Dirk. I missed him. I missed that guy. He was so silly. Justice law officers. I fucking love Reese's, man. It's so good. Let's just say, go on, Mr. Hat, introduce yourself. I'm the amazing Mr. Rat, nice to meet you. I wanted to take this opportunity to announce my solo debut. It seems Mr. Hat doesn't want Apollo to leave him in the dust. We're first rivals, you know? I can't let him hog the spotlight. It's just not the same without Polly, is it? Yeah, I kind of miss him too. I know, we should go visit him in Khura'in. He just came back from Khura'in. There's Albie. As I seen Mr. Justice in action, I got to thinking, what can I do for Khura'in? And it came to me, tourism. That's what I'll develop Khura'in's tourist industry and bring in more visitors. I run a night tour center on the Founders Hub. I make a museum dedicated to the Defiant Dragons. But the ideas just keep on coming. Chill out, you're 9. Thank you, but Prosecutor Sanmari says he has need of me. So starting tomorrow, I'll be working in Khura'in for a while. Look at it this way, it's sure to be an extra educational experience. Why can't they just face each other like in Great Ace Attorney? That looks weird. That looks weird that Edgeworth and Emma are not facing each other like in the Great Ace Attorney. Just face each other, please. Ever since he revealed the secret being behind our teleportation request, show request will be on. I have. My brain is not reading. My brain is not letting me speak fast enough to be able to read out those out. So I'm just gonna chill out while you guys, you know, look for this. But yeah, this has been fun. We do still have talk about time traveler to do, but yeah. Oh, is that? Oh, that's a baby. Oh, 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 oh. Did that suppose? Yeah, right. Oh. His name is Peter. Oh. No. No. But yeah, our next case is about time traveler. Yeah. I've been pulling double duty ever since Apollo left, but that's okay. I'm going to make someone recognize you for the awesome light I am. She's quaking in her boots. Legit. I can do it and I will. Mr. Wright will be calling me his right-hand woman before you know it. Let's do this. I love these little credits where you get to like see the characters from like each case. And there's Blackwell and Bucky. Hey, Dave. Why is he drunk again? Fuck's sake, Bucky! Oh my god. No wonder Blackwell is so done with Bucky, oh my god. There's a window. What? Okay, I've got another case. It's a mystery story that keeps flipping the audience's thinking on its head. It's called the Scary Udon Noodle. You're giving away too much. Oh, now how I kept forgetting that other like altar's name. It was Kisagawa. I don't know how I kept forgetting it because I'm pretty sure that's the name of a Bungo Stray Dogs character as well, Kisagawa. I'm checking this one as well, by the way. Well, that's Sarge. My newfound mobility, even ancient ruins and I fancy strategy for two traps I know match for me. No, the gutties! The army phase urn is right there. Ooh. Also question, who is she living with? Because it looks like she's still living where her and her father lived. You know, with all the army phase stuff. But Who's taking care of that child? She's like what, 12? That's my Pearl. But I'm super busy now that I'm in the head of the fake line. Don't worry, Mystic Maya. I'll do whatever I can to help. Thanks, Pearly. Our first order of business will be to revolutionize Khura'in village. Oh, I have an idea. How about opening a store where we can buy new outfits like the city girls wear? Well, look, us are all grown up now, but I think there are a few more pressing matters to take care of first. Yeah, you're right. I guess it'll be a while before I get my revolutionary makeover. And there's a man, Rafa, mother, and then you have stopped being Nana. I want a new Nana. I wonder if there would be anyone willing to serve you in that capacity. You're quite a handful after all. I am. With a simple wave of your hand, you would have had your entire chain. To think I put such undue burden upon you. You are Grand Priestess of Khura'in. Fear not, Rafa. You have plenty of time in which to make amends. Perhaps you could start with one of your famous shoulder rubs. No. But those two got to, reunite. As now mother and daughter instead of, like, child and servant. Who else? Now you to her benevolence? Has taken to call me Braidhead. Not surprising, seeing as though you have a braid that clips into your rosary beads. Come on. Nita. Your brother got called Hornhead. It's because of his little things on his head, his little two strands of hair. It's not surprising that she calls you Braidhead. And there's Phoenix. How's he doing, Mr. Wright? Great, he's a respectable lawyer in his own right. He even has his own practice to hold justice law offices. Thank you. This wouldn't have been possible without you. Oh, before I forget, I made a copy of this photo for you. A photo? Oh. Jove. Is that for Lasser? It's so good to see him again. Don't you think it's about time we told them the truth? After all, they've both grown into fine young people now. Yeah, you're right. Perhaps it's about time they knew. Yeah, that is definitely for Lasser. They should know that they're siblings. There's the credits with some scenes that we've seen before, like the dance devotion, Phoenix going into, Khura'in. But yeah, they deserve, Trucy and Apollo deserve to know about them being siblings. They just have to know. Like, we've known since the end of the first Apollo Justice that they're siblings, right? And yet those two still don't know that they're siblings, which is so stupid, honestly. Okay, let's see how long about Time Traveler as well. I'm at it, so we've got 2 investigations and 2 trials, with one trial being split up into 2 parts. Though the trial I don't think is overly long, so we could probably do the second trial in one stream. So, I mean, maybe Turnabout Time Traveler might be a whole week kind of thing. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see how long Turnabout Time Traveler kind of lasts. So yeah. Why is my computer lagging so much? Why isn't video open again? I don't know why. Yeah. Oh god. I hate Paul. I still hate Paul. Can't even remember his last name, but yeah, I still very much hate Paul. Yeah, I'm a big Paul hater. Big Paul Slanderist. And here we come to some of the scenes from the, the case we just played. With Naruto finally being free from Garan's manipulation. And being able to, part of the revolution he also wished to be a part of, man. Big Garan Slenderist. Yeah. That should be it for at least the main storyline of Turnabout of the not Turnabout Tiny Brothers. Oh wait, are we getting a cutscene? No, that's just a photo. That should be it for. Oh, he's been there like what, 4 months? That's a letter from following Phoenix's death. I've not been paying attention. Dear Mr. Wright, I can't believe it's already been a few months since I decided to stay out for a few months, not 4. I'm sorry I haven't been good about keeping in touch, but things have been really hectic. Rebooting a legal system I'm not yet familiar with has been a real challenge. But I will say it's given me plenty of work to keep me busy. There's Apollo Racer and Naruto. Have you not given the autopsy report even a cursory glance, Mr. Justice? It's just I have 15 clients on my plate right now, though I probably shouldn't have accepted all 15 at the same time. He's the only defense attorney in Khura'in. Give him a break. Oh, please. Are you going to help me rebuild Khura'in's legal system or not? If you are, we need to move through this case backlog faster. Yeah, I know, but besides, those 15 are only the beginning. There are 10 more awaiting your services. Huh? I too have friends and acquaintances seeking legal representation. And being that you are the only lawyer in the country, I told them to contact you. I estimate it will only add about 16 clients to your caseload. Huh? Now wait just 1 minute. I've been handing out advertisements for your new office. They read, from legal advice to investigating extramarital affairs, even yak milking. For a limited time only, these services and more are free down at the Justice Law offices. I've already received requests from 380 new clients. He's gonna be busy for a while. I wanted to say something, Anna. I trust you did your cords of steel exercises this morning. Oh go on, there's no need to hold back. Now that you mentioned it, we haven't yet to hear that you shout today. Yeah, and I've grown quite drowsy from these tedious proceedings. I could use a loud something to wake me up. Do not disappoint me, Hardhead. My apologies, and I'm fine. There's really only one thing to say at a time like this. It's a word I've said countless times in my career, but one I'll never tire of.
Objection!
Objection indeed. And that's the end. That is the end of Turnabout Revolution. And yeah, that's the 5 minutes. Well, we probably won't get to the ad. There we go. We're done with that, and yeah, we'll probably have to. Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, go to episodes and then click on Turnabout Time Traveler. And where I assume we'll play as Phoenix. Where I assume we'll play as Phoenix. But yeah, that's the end of Turnabout. Okay, what's the right word? Turnabout Revolution. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. All my social links are. I'm gonna go raid somebody actually. We're gonna go raid Scooby%, who's playing a bit of Haunting Ground. But yeah, let's go. We can go raid Scooby. No, I was gonna say Scooby and Hannah, but what I really meant is let's go raid Hannah and Tom, because the both of them are playing Haunting Ground. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the stream. All my socials are in about me section on Twitch, commands on Twitch that are only active during stream, and in the description on YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. I've been streaming too long. I have work early tomorrow. I have the opening shift, which is gonna be fun. But I finish at 12:30, so it's fine. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this stream, and I shall see you guys on Sunday for an Oswick stream, and then on Monday we'll start Turnabout Time Traveler. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Yeah, bye.